Get up in here. Get up in here. I am the Polish Saint, and this is my YouTube version of me. I hope that you share this with your friends if you have not already. Like the video, subscribe to the video, get the notifications and all of that because I'm very sporadic and very random. And ain't no telling when I will go live, but I promise that every time that I do to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Yeah, and that's the one God, only God, omnipresent God. I don't do demigods, I don't do many gods, okay? Only one. So with that being said, this is my YouTube introduction. I'm very nervous, right? Because this is my first time bringing myself to this larger platform, which is why I decided to let myself off Facebook. It was a crutch for me, and so that allowed me to stay small. But I'm being called to make myself available to a larger audience, and so here we are now in these YouTube streets. So I'm the fresh meat in the YouTube streets. What you can expect from me is the absolute truth, nothing but the truth, the whole help me God. You can expect that I will talk about and touch on various subjects from politics to local news to crime and anything else, whatever kind of strikes me to lead me to a point of getting my message across. I will do it. I am not very technical savvy, so this is a whole process for me here, right? But I'm going to get it down, and I promise you guys the content will become better and better as I go because that's just the type of person. So, who am I? Who am I? I'm the Polish Saint. The Polish Saint. What is the Polish Saint? Polish Saint. Lit saint. I'm Paul, I'm lit, but I'm a saint, right? I'm politically as well, but I'm still a saint. So my views and opinions probably typically will not align with those of the vast majority of people on these platforms because I'm not made to. I have my own ideas just as they do. I respect everyone's sovereignty and expect that mine is respected as well. Um, I am a life coach who coaches self mastery through your astrology. I am a end of life doula. I am a published author, and I am an awesome, amazing human being. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's the Polish Saint in a nutshell. I am an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. I've owned various types of businesses in various fields, with my number one being Medicaid in the healthcare field. I did that for 14 years before moving from the state of Ohio, which takes me into where am I from? Where am I from? I was born and raised in Youngstown, Ohio until a certain point in my life. I moved to Columbus, Ohio, where I stayed, and I now live in the beautiful mist of. So, let's see. What do I do? What do I do? I coach people. Okay, I coach people. I'm like the neighborhood hope dealer. So I come through and I bring fire to people's lives where there might be darkness, where there might be a lack of hope, where there might be a lack of motivation, a person could be stuck in fear, a person could lack that internal thing of self belief. I'm that person that has the power to come along and kind of for people. And so that's what I do is inspire others to have a greater hope for their life and move towards self-mastery, self-development, understanding of self, and bringing one into their relationship with source. I do this because as a person who has traveled the journey alone, I've definitely come to recognize and realize that it is a difficult journey to travel alone. And sometimes you need that little extra spark of light. It could just be an inspirational word. Like 1/10 of my video might actually inspire you, but that might be the light that you need. And so I want to give that to people. I do it because I've seen a lot of people exploit, manipulate, and basically just do people really bad on their spiritual journey, which actually is it's like our most vulnerable state in our life, right? It's because you're almost becoming a baby again. And so in this space, you're very open to a lot of awarenesses, open to a lot of information. You're on a search. And as you're searching without understanding or discernment, it can be very difficult to navigate and recognize what is and is not in alignment with you. And so That's what I do. Even my astrology, I'm not an astrologer, okay? And so I do not teach progressions. I don't teach any of that. What I teach and what I encourage is awareness of the self, because a lot of people in this time are coming into the awareness of astrology, but not quite sure what it means or how to use it. And I've said this in previous videos, but new here, I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it a lot of times. Everything is good and bad depending on who's and who and how it is being used. So when we get in these spaces where we want to understand ourselves, we're trying to figure it all out. What does it all mean? It, like I said, opens you up to a lot of things, and it is very important that you understand yourself before trekking on this journey. And so understanding what astrology is and how it applies to your life is important, because without it, you probably are going to be misusing it. And so I wanted to help people, or I'm going to, and I have been, and I'll continue to help people to navigate that space where they're not sure, okay, and they're looking for everything external to themselves to validate the journey that they themselves are on. This is a dangerous place, people. You don't want to be walking out the shower wet, butt naked, and encountering pet predators. Okay, that's just not, it's not fun. So to save some people some time along this journey, this YouTube channel is here. And so I'll continue to create here. I will no longer be creating on other platforms such as YouTube. I mean, Facebook. I won't be on Facebook anymore. I'm actually in the process of deleting all my Facebook content and wiping my Facebook presence away. So for those of you who follow me over from YouTube, from Facebook to YouTube, I am very grateful and honored to continue to share my awareness and intelligence and knowledge and wisdom with you through my platforms. This gives me the ability to, I guess, talk to you guys a lot more, right? Because you guys can see me, you can talk to me, come in, the chat is there. Feel free to chat with me anytime that I'm on the video. Feel free to chat with each other. If there's something you want me to expand on the channel, make sure that you put it in the comments section. If there is a question that you have, put it in the comments section. Don't be shy with me, because I'm not shy at all. And so I won't be with you. So I will give you the truth, the honest truth, and nothing but the truth. And as far as my awareness on it is. If it's something I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. If it's something that I've never experienced, I probably won't know. So what else? Okay, there you go. Yep. Now I can get to my rant, boy, because the thing about this video is truth. I just want to tell the truth to people, because I'm very sick of people half truthing it. You know, half of the truth is a lie. It's a lie. It's not true. And so when we experience these TikToks and Instagram sensations and these self-appointed gurus, we are open to their ideas, but the problem with that is we gave away our own power. So when you are honest with yourself, you can recognize lies. But if you're lying to yourself, then you can be lied to. And so it's important to know who you are, what your truth is, and what resonates with you, so that you can align to what is for you. But if you're constantly giving your power away, you're thinking this guru whose name is Jim Flemings, you know what I'm saying? But he then gave himself a moniker of Abdul Lakwak, you know, now he's some guru that you should trust. Or if they put on some, you know, fancy garbs of what seems to be intelligence or hierarchy, that these people are to be followed. Or if they can spew off to you some large numbers of degrees or educational institutions that they've attended, you believe that these people have knowledge. Well, they may have some knowledge, okay? All of us have knowledge. However, how is that knowledge beneficial to you? In what way does it increase your self-awareness? Or does it make you feel dependent on the people? You got to ask yourself that when you're out here in these streets. The other thing is getting people to understand their own power and stand in it. Like, regardless of who or what other people are doing, you know, or what they are feeling, that you're being you, your authentic you everywhere to everybody. And if you're being this, you can see fake shit. Like, when you're your authentic self, you can see a fake ass person in front of you. It's like undoubtable. It's great to see you. Lots of loves and hugs and kisses to you. Peace and wellness and all that good stuff. When we don't understand that we are the gift, we are the value, we are whatever, because we have low self-esteem, we haven't done our healing work, we we have shadow sides of ourselves that we're not quite owning, we're not being our authentic self, then it's easy for us to be duped by people who are willing to exploit the goodness of your authenticity. So stand in your shit, man. Don't allow this stuff out here to get you off course. Okay. uh some people won't tell the truth no matter what. That's the thing. I seen a YouTube video of this lady who was saying that she left New Age spirituality to join. She left New Age spirituality and she's now a deliverance minister, right? And so it annoyed me because a lot of times people tell half truths, and in telling half truths, you're still misleading people. And by misleading the people, you're not really doing any better than what you claim was evil, right? You're doing the same stuff. A lot of these people have went out here and used dark magic, witchcraft, things of a lesser value of no integrity. Hell, ain't even no lesser value. They don't got no integrity. They were self-serving, trying to line their pockets, pay their bills, become superstars, celebrities, whatever they wanted to be for whatever time they wanted to be it. And so now a lot of them are going through purgatory judgment, okay, and they're probably on their way to hell, okay, jail, yeah, a spiritual jail for their misconduct. And so this makes it important for me to keep men involved in these situations to help them to see how they got into them and avoid them going forward. B, to help people to avoid these situations, people coming into their journey, because we all are going to go on the journey, and it's self-appointed. Like, you can go at 5, you can go. Everybody has to go at their own time, and so it's important, I think, for people when they get on the journey to have a safe space, somewhere that they can go to and get another person's experience with the journey, hear another person's take on the journey, get another person's that can help them. But there's also a high need for that to be done by people who are high in integrity. And unfortunately, we don't got a lot of those. It's just not a lot. It's not a lot. Some, but not a lot. And so, here I am in these YouTube streets, bringing the saint to the YouTube streets. Let's see, what else can I talk about? That just annoyed me. I'm gonna do a whole video on that though, because I'm gonna break down what these people are telling you. First of all, New Age is not spirituality. Okay, if you have never read "Behold the Pale White Horse," you should probably get that book and go through it. Okay, and you will see a lot of the plan being unleashed on you in these streets. Okay, spiritually, socially, economically, mentally, physically. And a lot of it, most people don't even realize is going on, and so they don't even know to protect themselves from it. Or a lot of times we get stuck in anger, rebellion, resentment, My favorite is Rationale. Those spirits will take you off into other places where you're not really trying to go, right? And so let's save ourselves some time. Let's get this journey straight and intact. Who all up in here? Say hi to me. Let me know you're in here, because guess what? I love y'all. I want to see y'all. I want to interact with y'all. And that's the other thing I like about YouTube is it gives me, the ability, people can come in here, and I'm hoping it is better than Facebook, because sometimes on Facebook, people comment or they're saying something to me. I never even see it. Like, I can't even see it, but make sure that you like the video. Tell somebody about the video. Tell them, like, oh my God, the Saint is up in these YouTube streets. Yeah, unfiltered right here. But I will highlight a lot of shit on this channel, and just the same as I've been on Facebook. Like I said, if y'all follow me over from Facebook, believe me, it'll be the same. It's going to be the same type of content. I will give it to you raw and real, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. That's what I'm going to do. I will obviously create shorts and things like that, and answer any questions and interact with people as much as I possibly can. So, O'Shai, am I saying that right? O'Shai. Nobody else in here? That's cool. What else can I talk about today? The truth. That's the only thing coming to me, man. The truth. It's important to tell the truth, man. Truth and integrity. Truth and integrity. And a lot of these people lacking it. Okay, they lacking it. They lacking it, and they ain't looking for it. They don't want to. They fine with whatever, because here's the thing. After you got 9,000 subscribers, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 subscribers, one can become psychologically disillusioned into believing that their bullshit is right, or people buying it. Because people are buying it, right? But 100,000 people in the scheme of 9 billion people on the planet is very small. It's very small. And so make sure that you're understanding how to resonate with your truth. Who are you? What's you? On this journey of life, I had to be myself the whole way. If I would not, I would probably still be living in Youngstown, Ohio, being comfortably available to my family and friends who are comfortable with me there. Okay. But that's not how you succeed. So you have to keep pushing yourself. Like I said, I could have stayed on Facebook. There's nothing stopping me from being on Facebook. I just was like, when they're like, this is a crutch. That's that. I had to be true with myself. But if I'm not true with me, I can never be true to nothing else. And then I only attract lies and bullshit and nonsense. And so, the truth. How do you know when somebody's telling the truth? You know when they're telling the truth because of the way it feels. The way it feels when you hear it lets you know it's the truth. Well, thank you, Sandra. You said halfway through my first book? Let's go. Keep going. It's a good story. It's going to bring a lot of hope to your life, okay? Because to endure that stuff and live through it was definitely not easy. It was a lot of time alone, a lot of time in darkness, a lot of time not sure of what direction was my direction. What direction was the direction that felt right for me? What direction did I come here for, right? And there was nobody in my life that could tell me. They were either on drugs or already too heavily indoctrinated, controlled, looking to control, manipulate, isolate, And so you have to keep fighting. And that's why I wrote the book. The book she's talking about, if you've just seen this video, you've never encountered before, I am the author of, where's the book at? I'm about to grab a book, hold on. There you go. A Trip Through Hell to Rediscover Heaven. Okay, I'm the author of this book. This book is my life story. or the first pinnacle of my life story, which is the foundation of all of our lives. Where do we start? And a lot of times we don't understand where people started, so we don't know what they are, right? We denying where we started, so we ain't dealing with that, So I wrote the story to show people that darkness does not come to break us. Okay, darkness don't come to break you. It comes to make you stronger. It comes to give you intelligence. Okay, it comes to give you knowledge. And then once you apply that knowledge, you become wise, wisdom. And so oftentimes we can get confused and conflicted. I know a lot of people who went through just a portion of what I experienced, okay, who are hooked on drugs and mental psychosis, trapped in mental psychosis, or just locked in a place of inability to grow. Okay, some of us become victims to the things that we experience. I encourage everybody, never become a victim to anything. Everything you go through in life is merely a lesson to bring you to your greatest self. That's it. So every bad friend, every bad relationship, every bad mistake, every turn that you took that you shouldn't have took, every word that you said that you shouldn't have said, it's all to help you to be greater. But if you are in denial about what you are, in denial about where you are, in denial about where you're going, in denial about what you're feeling, and you can't grow. Okay. And so I wrote that story to inspire people to do their own work, come into that journey of self mastery. I always tell people, I'm a master of me. That's it. I can't fix your life. I can't I don't have no magic wand, the wave that's going to make all of your problems, traumas, fears, doubts, and worries go away. But I can bring you light to inspire you through that dark place and help you to remember why did your soul have this experience? Why did you need it for? One of my posts earlier this week here on YouTube was the 3 L's one must take. Lion ain't in there. Lion failed. But we must learn from our lessons, laugh at our tests, and leap at opportunities. And when we do this, success just happens all the time. A lot of times people sit around, I'm one of those people, believe me, people sit around with their little bad little juju, what I do, what I'm not going to do, what I am, what I'm not, that they don't even know, right? Because they're merely projecting from their own awareness, which is not indicative of who I am. When someone else is projecting upon you, it has nothing to do with you. Okay, so when people say dumb shit to you, just let the shit fall, right? That's a test. Laugh at it. Laugh. I laugh at people. Just laugh. Learn to laugh. The other thing is learning. If you won't learn the lesson, you're going to constantly be tested and it's going to be hard. You're going to be crying. You're going to be broke down. You're not ever going to understand what I mean when I say you got to laugh at the test. You can laugh at the test once you've learned the lesson. So once you've got the lesson, you see it, okay, believe me, you're still going to be tested on it. It's not going to like, oh, I got this lesson, it's going to go away now. No. You're going to be definitely tested on it. So the way that you get past the test is through laughter. Okay? Once you laughing at the test, you won't be afraid to leap at the opportunities that present themselves because you'll be confident that those opportunities are there because you've learned the lessons, you've passed the test, and now you can go ahead and confidently leap at the opportunities. But when we fail to learn a lesson somewhere, even when the opportunity presents itself, it can't be taken because we haven't learned enough. We're not prepared enough to go forward. Okay. And this is why when I see these people leaving what they call the occult, what they're not telling you was they was part of a cult. Okay. That's what they're not telling you. They were part of a cult. They had signed up for a cult. Why they signed up for it, you had to ask them. In theory, I could tell you for sex, drugs, money, or attention. Okay, something practical. Okay, that ain't nothing about salvation. That's what happened. Okay, they ended up in a cult. They get out of that. The occult and witchcraft. Well, you got to be doing witchcraft. Okay, you got to agree to witchcraft to come under witchcraft. You gotta be with that shit. Okay, it don't just happen to you. You got to be open to it. You got to be out there seeking it. Okay, seeking with your dirty little heart, and then you end up with some shit. Okay, that's what they ain't telling y'all. They be half telling the truth. So. If you won't learn the lesson, you're going to constantly open yourself up to dark energies that are going to exploit you, that are going to take advantage of all of your hurt, your pain, your trauma, your weaknesses, your self-denial, your self-hate, your hate for your parents, your hate for your community, your hate for life. Everything will be exploited because you're not honest with you, because you're not learning the lessons. And instead of learning the lessons, you become a victim to whatever the circumstance is, and therefore now you're being exploited constantly. Okay, healing takes a great deal of self-accountability. I call it me-sponsibility. Okay, the moment that I decided to become me-sponsible, and it no longer was about, oh, well, my mom did this, or the people did that, or such and such said this or that. It was all about me. Okay, just me. How am I responding? How am I reacting? How am I letting it affect me? How am I behaving? How am I expressing? Why am I experiencing it? It became about me. Okay. My value, my love for myself, my need to be the best version of me became so impactful and so powerful that everything else became secondary to unnecessary. Y'all get me? Okay. That's my favorite saying. Everything in this life outside of your salvation is secondary to unnecessary. So what you got on, where you live, what you drive, how you eat, all of that, none of that matters. It doesn't matter. But are you being honest with yourself? Are you being the greatest version of yourself? Are you bringing forth your highest frequency in every situation, or are you settling at the lowest vibration possible because it's comfortable, because you're stuck in survival? I make videos for those people whose hearts yearn for salvation. They yearn for the truth in a world where there's so many options. There's so much confusion. There's so many different opinions. There's so many different insights. There's so many different religions. How do you find the truth about you? Well, you do that by loving yourself, respecting yourself, and being accountable enough to yourself to discover who you are. Not what you are, not what your parents told you are, your grandmother, your sister, your neighbor, the doctor, the lawyer, the dog, the cat, the kids. No. Who are you? What did you come here as and for? Self-mastery is important, because without it, you won't be enthused to learn those lessons, because a lot of lessons that we have to learn in life are hard. They hurt. They will break you down. They'll bring you to a point of faithlessness, hopelessness, fear, anxiety, a lot of things that are not beneficial to being prosperous, peaceful, happy, joyous, abundant, forgiving, kind, all of that good stuff. So I want to encourage every person, every video I make, everything that I put out, every piece of art, all of my creations are all to inspire people to come to the highest vibration of themselves. And that's what I do as the Polish Saint. I have the joy of doing that all around the world. Okay, you could probably or have probably encountered me on some kind of a cruise ship, in some island, on some beach, in some hotel, on some plane. There's no telling where you've encountered me at, but I am grateful for the encounter, as I hope that you are too, because it means that we're aligning to a frequency of peace, wholeness, joy, love, abundance, happiness, kindness, gentleness, and that's where I'm trying to be. For those of you that meet me or hop upon this video organically, hello, I love you too. Okay, the people who gonna come up on here and hate, don't worry, I love y'all too. I don't stop loving at all. I made several posts about Judas. Um, Judas is at the testing. Okay? Judas is a test. In every camp, every circle, every family, every organization has a Judas. They there. But one thing, looking at the story of the disciples that I saw that gave me hope was that, yeah, they're all there, right? And Judas is there. But there was more love. There was more loyalty. There was more cohesion. There was more cooperation. There was more support than the mere Judas. And so 1 to 11, I'll put up with the Judases in my life and keep going. And I share that to say, don't let people stop you from your destiny. If you're on a journey of self-discovery, you want to get over being angry, you want to get over being hurt, you want to get over being addicted to drugs, you want to get over being misused and abused, whatever it is in your life that you're trying to get over, make sure that you're making space for that on a constant basis. Make sure that you are constantly giving yourself, regardless of who hating you, or so what? Let them do it. You know, people hate me all the time. Good. I always say, hate is no more than love unexpressed. Okay, the person that don't want to tell you, oh my God, you inspired me, they hate you. They hate you. Okay, but in reality, it's because you inspired them. Okay, my favorite is, oh, you're so intimidating. If you're intimidated by me, that just lets me know that you recognize I'm not with your bullshit. That's it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Just have a good day. Okay, but you got to know yourself. And don't let haters or tests or, deter you. Because if you do, you won't leave. You look at the opportunities, the setups, too good to be true, not possible, out of your reach. You'll feel unworthy of them, undeserving, you know, especially if you have not done the work. So sometimes we are manifesting and praying and asking for things that come and present themselves to us. But since we haven't done the work, we can't get that thing. And so you always have to love yourself enough to do the work. Stop giving your power to people outside of you. That includes me. Okay. I am merely a hope. I'm a hope. Okay, because you can look at me, and if you've ever encountered me in real life and you've read this book, then you know it's hope. Like, damn, you can overcome anything in this life. Homelessness, poverty, rape, drugs, abandonment, neglect, abuse, physical, sexual, mental, emotional, spiritual, economic, oppression, depression, repression, hey, everything. Okay, you can overcome it because you have the power to do it. And the only reason why you're experiencing it is because it's meant to let you know your power. You can never discover your power if you never activate to undo the darkness in your life. So that's my message for today. I'm the Police Saint. That's it. That's all. This is the first live. I will hopefully be doing some more for you guys as I get things to talk about. I'll actually be making videos. I'm going to do, I'm telling you guys, you're going to get a bunch of stuff from me. My opinion on a lot of stuff, because I'm in a lot of places, encountering a lot of things and a lot of people, and I have no problem with sharing my opinion, things that I see that stick out. Like, I will do a whole video on a lady with the occult thing, and so I can break it down. I need to be able to focus on it for you guys so that I can point out and make you aware, and so you can see where the deception lies in these people. They be like, oh, well, I'm going to tell you. They ain't going to tell you nothing, because if they was going to tell you, they'd tell you, okay? And they're not going to tell you. People be ashamed to say, listen, I was in a cult. I was somewhere devil worshiping. I was somewhere doing dark magic on everybody I know. Everybody want to be seen as a good person, okay? But in reality, a lot of these people out here, and they about to be mad because I'm exposing it. I'm telling you, now I'm going to expose it. Yeah, I'm telling the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, God, okay? Oh, yeah. Yep, the dark side. Make sure you like the video if you're up in here. Say hi to me so I know you're up in here. Yeah. Because I love y'all. I love y'all. I said I wasn't going to smoke, but I think I lied. Because I was about to turn this video off, and now I don't know. Something. It's a thing. Oh, let's thank God together, Miss O'Shea. Let's thank God together because listen, at any point on this journey, I could have took the dark path. I could have given up. I could have allowed life to beat me down. I could have allowed the people in my life to beat me down, right? But God was very consistent in my life of letting me know, no, I got something for you to do. I need you to do something. Just keep going. Don't be deterred. And so that is a privilege, because there was plenty of times where I was not having hope. I was not having that. I couldn't see a light at the tunnel. I couldn't tell if I was in a tunnel. I just was being like, just imagine being in a washing machine. That's what it felt like. And so constantly tumbling. And eventually, like I said, I just got sick of it. And I just started looking at the sky like, you know what, God, I know you didn't send me here. What is going on? Like what? And so yeah, it's gonna be dope. And I'm gonna follow it. Like I said, I've come out of my comfort zone. I do like to post. I do like to talk. So that means if I'm not doing it on Facebook, then I will be doing it here on YouTube because I won't be doing it on Facebook. So everything's coming here to YouTube as far as my videos. So I'll still be teaching my classes. I will still be writing my books and selling the books and all of that good stuff. But now I'll just be documenting it here on a larger platform for other people to see. Yeah. So if you're just coming up in here and you don't know who I am or why you're here or how you got here, it's probably because you need to be here. I encourage you to grab a copy of my book. You can grab it by going to my website, thepoetsaint.com, and ordering it, or you can hit me directly in my email at thepoetsaint@gmail.com. So I'm very knowledgeable in a lot of shit. I've owned several businesses, successful and non-successful. I have mentored a lot of people, young, old, men, women. I have sold travel, booked travel, and traveled cheap, traveled much. I have been able to experience a lot in this life as a result of my calling, and I'm grateful for it. So I always tell people when they thank me, let's thank God together, because me being me is a divine plan. Divine plan. I can assure you that it wasn't my plan. It wasn't my plan. I got a Pisces South Node and a Virgo North Node. So in my plan, okay, I reincarnated back here to do what I've always done, just chill and just have a good time, and live and separate myself from the cruelness of the world that bothers me. It bothers me, which is why I stopped watching the news. It's like I can't take this stuff, and so it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing, and if if it weren't for God's will, believe me, this thing would be the crash. It would be the crash because yeah, I'm not really a person who I'm socially awkward, right? Which most people don't realize that, but I am. I don't really, my social barometer kind of low. It's like, because I can only have certain conversations and entertain certain frequencies, and then it's like I don't want to be rude to people, I don't want to be nasty to people, I don't want to, seems like be an experience. But I had to know myself how to govern myself and make myself comfortable. And so yeah, you'll see a lot on this channel, a lot, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. Yep, it'll be fun. So this is my first official live video. I'm trying to think that I have a message. Oh, I did. I had a message that was going to be my live topic, but then I was like, I had it, and it was and I asked the question actually earlier. How many of you have been villainized, demonized by someone who has done you wrong, whom you done no thing but good to? Yeah. This part of the video for you. Let me give you some hope in that situation. I had a friend ask me yesterday. She says, "Why do people do this? I just don't understand." I'll tell you why. Okay, people who have experienced you, they know the goodness that you are. They've experienced it, and when they've mishandled that goodness, it's important for them to cover their tracks. Because they're looking for a new victim. And so they have to make you a villain so that they can carry on in their villain behavior. So here's how you handle those situations. When someone that you've done nothing but good to decides to attack your character, assassinate you, demean your character, defame you, and stuff, don't react, don't respond. Simplistically smile, laugh, learn the lesson, right? Learn the lesson that that person ain't to be fucked with. That's the lesson. Laugh at the test. This is definitely testing me to see if I'm forgiving, if I'm kind, if I stay at a place of peace, if I stay in a, that's all that's happening. And so it's important for you to recognize that while you're going through, because people are used to test you. Okay? So don't try to give more or do more to prove your goodness, because this means that you don't recognize your value. That's equivalent to Neiman Marcus taking all their goods to Dollar General. Okay? Don't devalue yourself to make other people feel comfortable, especially those that you recognize are incapable or unworthy of deserving the goodness that you are. So don't go on a rant and attack back or spell negative. No, stand in your truth of who you are, because every lie unveils in time. So when you notice that you have made it to a point where you're being attacked in this way, it's important to understand that you are on your way to the greatest opportunity of your life. And so be very careful not to fall into the traps of feeling like you need to defend yourself, which is discounting, feeling like you need to retaliate, which is failing to learn the lesson. You've made yourself a victim. Hmm? They made you a villain and then you turned yourself into a victim. No, don't do that. Make sure that you understand who you are, and what you're doing, why you're doing it, and do it from the greatest place in your heart. But never be deterred by another person's need to knock your character off of whatever fake pedestal that they thought they had set you upon. I'm the Police Saint, and that is the official end of this video. I love y'all. I hope that this message resonates with somebody. Today is Sunday, and for me, that means Big Kid Sunday, right? It's the time that I connect with my inner child. Go out today and do something that connects you with your inner child, something that makes you remember the innocence of yourself, that brings you back to the purest place of love within yourself, the purest place of trust, expression, and being, because that's where you find peace. It ain't in trying to buy it. I love y'all. I hope that this helps somebody today. Make sure that you share the video and do all of that good stuff, because I'm the Police Saint, and I'm here to get you about that dark place, and everything else is secondary to unnecessary. Y'all be kind. Y'all be good. Y'all stay peaceful.